Okay, so what I have done, I started with the 4 cord, 1 cord, and then added 3 cord onto it, which you can see in the middle, 1, 2, and 3, and then I kept adding the cord to create these, and now I have 68 cords in total, so that means 34 cords I have added in total. Okay, so the cord's length has gone shorter and shorter. The shortest cord I have in here is almost like half a meter and 6-inch diameter, and in centimeter it is like 15 centimeter. Right, so what I have done, you can see I have added these cords in between, but this was because of the short length, but you can take a 2-meter cord, sorry, 3-meter cord, and it won't be short. But until here it won't be short, because next onwards what I'm going to do, I am going to go and try to keep double cord, this filler cord, to make it double. But if you want to keep it single, I would suggest to keep it at least 5 meter, this cord. And now throughout the outer side you can see no cord is doubled, that means no cord is added and tied twicely, but this one here you can see added together, are together basically. So this is a lurkhead knot, not turned into double hitch knot, because this hasn't come. So on the last, what you have to make sure that when you are making this, make sure that all the cords have been turned into double hitch knot, which I am going to do right now. So let's finish this. So here I've just finished tying the cords into lurkhead knot, sorry, double hitch knot, and now I will finish my bottom part, or the bottom part of the pot right here. So after that I've tied at least 3 to 4 cords, and that's where I think my start line finishes. As you can see, this end, the beginning from here, so that's somewhere around here. Okay, so now onwards what I'm going to do, I want to keep this part inside the pot, and I want to create the pot around here like this. So what I'm going to do is now onwards keep tying the all these lines on top of it, like so that the building goes on top here. But before that, as I said, I'm going to double the line. So to double the line, how I added these cords, you can see, so you can keep the cords small, and I keep adding as per your choice. So you can take 2 meter long and 1 meter long cords. I'd suggest no less than 2 meter, and then you keep adding. So that's how I added. So kept this new cord under it, the edge of it, and then take next one and tie the double hitch knot. Okay, so here you can see double hitch knot has been tied, and now onwards you have to make sure when you tie double hitch knot, it should go to inwards, and the line should stand on top of the, just next to the line. Okay, not broad. So yeah, keep doing that. There we go. And because we're not adding any more cords, it should go to a little front side, otherwise the cords will be less. There is a really big space in a way. So you can see this line is going to go to upwards, or is going to make a standing line on top of it. So yes, keep doing it to create the pot. Okay, so keep doing it, and we will see you around next here. So here you can see we've completed almost whole top, and now I'm going to create the next line on top of it. So you'll see I'm going to keep the end of the other side, or just chop it, as you can see. And now I am just simply going to keep making and try making sure that the next line goes just on top of the first line, not under it or onto side it. That's what you have to make sure, and keep pulling the filler cords on top of the first line. So you can see this line is almost starting the new one. So because we started the first one, and for the next line again, what we are going to do, just try that the next line goes on top of the first line, and that's how we will keep making. So this time we have to make sure that the pulling point here is not pulled as much. So yeah. So you can see it started building up on top of it. So here you can see I'm adding another line, as we are just taking two as a filler cord. So you can either start with the longer cord, but I had smaller cord, so I had to keep adding them. So I'd suggest to take at least 5 meter cord, to not, if not 5 then 4 meter cords, to as a filler cord to for both of them, and then you can complete your basket part like that, and otherwise you will have to keep adding. So here I've got this basket ready almost. We're just going to do the border and how high it is. So this is almost like a 3 inches right now, and and I here we have now single cord, so until here it was double. So now I'm going to start with a single. So now what I'm going to do to start the border, for the border part I am going to hold the last tied cord and tie the next one onto it, on both of these, like this, and then keep this one, the first which we hold together, inside, and take the other one which has just been tied with the main cord and tie. Okay, and again leave that one and take the last tied cord, and keep doing this for the whole thing until we come back here. Okay, so there you can see I have completed a whole border, and this is the last bit, and I'm going to just complete the last one. And then you can see the other left cord I have already cut, and I'm going to cut these ones. So simply you don't really have to make and do anything extra. You just, whatever cords you are leaving, you just need to cut them from the edges. So I'll be showing you that. So once here we have the last two cords left. So last two cords you can just tie overhead knot onto each other, so that this is here you have finished the end, and then you bring the cords to other side using needle, and then you can glue those ends using fabric glue. So these two ends which we have now, we will be tying a overhead knot. Here I'm not showing, and you can see that this is how you can just simply cut it, and you can do as much as possible from the edge. Okay, so here what I've done, you can see I have created this kind of foot, and this foot, and then there's another foot. So this foot I'm going to use to put this head on here, and tie the head along with this, and this foot I'll use to put the tail from here to here. Okay, so before we start, I am going to show you how I have done this black part, because this part it will be similar as the tail. I've simply taken out the cords, and how many cords? 2 4 6 8 10 cords, or you mean 5 cords, and then I have kept tying double hitch knot to inside, which that's why you can see reverse hitch knot to outside. And now I am going to do the same in here, the black part. So here I left this cord, and I'm going to now push this to inside, and because we want it to be shorter and shorter, so first I am taking black cord of 1 meter. So first tie a double hitch knot, that 2 inwards like this, and then turn it to inside. Okay, now once it is done inside, what you'll have to do is start tying double hitch knot to inwards again. So here I'm taking 2 cords because we want to shorten the cords, and tying double hitch knot to inside. Okay, now do the same here. So here I've tied 3 cords in pair. Now I'm going to keep tying as it is. So again, I'm going to tie this cord in pair, and then the last 2 I will be tying as it is, one by one. Okay, now take the cords, these cords, chop them into short thing and push them in, the double ones, because we don't need them. Okay, now again we will be tying similarly for the next line. So the first cord as it is, and then the next two in pair, and the next cord as it is. And the next cord in pair. There we go. Again the last one as it is. Okay, so again with the pair we made, we're going to again shorten them and push them in. Okay. And as you can see, the cord is getting shorter, so I'm going to push this in, or you can tie on one cord. And as you know, on the third line we have shortened a lot, so I'm going to do the same. This is our third line. And I'm going to tie on the two cords. Okay, so as you can see, this is the third one, and here we have the last 2-3 knots on the fourth. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna tie two together and tie on the next one. So, and then two together, last one. Okay, so here I'm just going to shorten the cord, and we'll have last 4, and just pushing the ends of the last ones. Okay, once you have 4, you just need to make a star knot to finish off it. Okay, so now I'm going to create a star knot like this, and take the last cord and put through the loop, and once the loop is done, and try to push it as much as possible so that we have it very much tightened, and I'll be just cutting it to the edge, and then I will put the glue. Once this is done, to start with tail, I am going to start just at the back here, and for that I have taken this needle and I'm going to add a cord of meter length, and I'm trying to push this around here and then do the same. And here we go. And then I have to keep adding the cords, 2 around here, and then keep adding 5 cords to make a circular round. Okay, so here you can see I have added the cords in circular method, and now I am going to start making the tail. So similarly I did for this leg part. So here you can see I have added the cords in circular method, and now I'm just simply taking a cord and making a double hitch knot to inwards here, and simply just put it at the edge and then keep making it in the circle. Once you start making, it will form a circle. Now keep doing this. So you can see the first circle is done, and I'm going to keep making it for at least 2 more lines. So basically 3 lines in total, and then I will start adding the cords. Actually, I'll be making at least 3 more lines, 3 to 4 more lines. So similarly I done in here for the leg. What I did, I added 7 lines in total, and that was without adding any cord. In this case I'll be adding cords after 3 to 4 lines. So keep making these. Okay, so here you can see I have completed 3 lines in total. This is the 4th one I'm starting on. So before I start the 4th one, I am going to attach a cord. So this cord I'm going to fold it into half and then attach like this using pin, and then simply just tie on one side. So you can see I made the knot. Now take the pin out, tie on. So now pin the cord to other side. Now tie on the other cord, or the cord which was added before, and then you tie on the next one. It's the other half of the cord which you have added just now. Okay, so just keep adding at least 2 cords in line. So here you can see I've added 1, and I'm going to add 1 to this side, and then in the next line I will not add any, and then I'll keep adding in the next line, alternate line, keep adding 2 cords. Okay, so here you can see I have already added 12 chords alternatively. So basically there were 6 lines because we added 2 chords in each line, and alternate there in alternate line we didn't add. So now total lines of the on the tail we have 15 to yeah, 14 15 lines because we had to add in alternate line. Okay, now what I'm going to do is because we want this tail to be twisted to the side to this leg, so I'll be starting to add one this line in some part of chords which I'm going to show. But in here what I'm doing, I'm just tying these two ends, and then I'll be um, just cutting the edges and then putting the fabric glue. So here I'm taking some front or the top chords from the top side, and then trying to twist this tail to this side, and as you can see, so I'll start. So what I will do, I'll just take a few chords which are here. You can see I'm starting with 8. So I'm going to take 8 chords, and then take 1 meter long cord and start tying on these 8 chords only. So what I'm tying double hitch knot. So basically tying double hitch knot inwards as we've been doing throughout. So first tie on 8 chords on the top side. So here basically I took one half a meter cord because in 8 we don't need much longer. So again I am taking a half a meter cord and started tying. So I'm going to cover all 8 chords in this line, and in the next line we will be just doing a little different. Okay, so what I'm doing next, I am taking on the next line, I'm taking one cord from each side extra. Like here we took 8 chords, so from each side I'm taking one extra cord, and that will be 10 chords in total. So here you can see on the next line I'm just taking one cord extra here, and kept making the same thing until the one extra line to the other side. So here you can see I am tying on the last line, and then after finishing this, again I'm going to take another two lines or another two cords from each one from each side. As you can see, I am increasing one line every time, so you just have to keep doing the same. Just keep increasing the cord one from each side, and as you do this, you will reach to the uh, end, basically as a whole circle. So once you complete that whole circle, there will be couple of round, and you will see that the front side or the top side has gone a little twisted, so that it is easier. In that case, it will be a little easier for us to twist the tail. And yeah, keep doing that. Okay, so here you can see we've got four chords left at the end, and we have covered using one extra line on each side the whole. So what I'm going to do this time, I am going to take two lines on each side this time, and I'm just going to start from actually there are five chords, so I'm just taking one extra cord on one side, two on one side. So basically in the last one I'm going to take three on each one side, and two on one side. So here I'm taking three extra cord in this line, and in the beginning, when we are starting, here you can see three extra line, and then complete this, and then at the end there will be two extra lines, so just complete those lines as well, and then you will cover the whole bit. And then you don't need to cut the cords if you have taken already the long cord, or you have taken from the bundle this one. Then you can continue making it. If you have taken the shorter cord, then you can obviously take another cord. So here, once I finish this one, I'm not going to take a new cord. I'm going to keep making, because in this line I've taken it from the bundle. So yeah, keep doing that, and once you finish it, you will have to keep making a few more lines. Now we have covered the whole all the chord or whole chords, you can say. And now I'm going to keep making at least 4 or 5 lines, and then we will start reducing the chords. Here you can see I have completed at least 5 chords, actually 5 lines. And after 5 lines, I am going to start reducing the chords. Here I'm reducing the chord, one chord, and I'm going to tie at least 5 chords and then reduce one. So basically, reduce one chord after tying 5 knots, and keep doing this for 3 lines, and then start reducing after each three to reduce a little bit more. So here you can see I have completed a few more lines, and now I'm going to keep reducing a little bit more chords. So here you can see I've got on in these lines I have reduced a couple of chords. Now we have less chords, and once you have this much left, you start tying with the white one, because now we want on the tail a white part. So I'm going to take white cord, and this is 2.5 mm, as we have the orange one to tie with the point 2. So basically I'm tying with the 2.5 mm white cord. So keep doing it for one line, and then start reducing the cord after every five. So we don't want to reduce very rapidly here. So I'll be reducing after every five. So for two lines, and then we will start reducing a little rapidly. So after every three lines, just reduce one cord. Keep reducing until you have four chords left. So once you have four chord left, you just need to cut the working chord and push it inside. And as you reduce the chords, as you can see, I have kept pushing them inwards. So once you have the smaller hole, you can see I am using scissor, and you can use any pencil or anything else to push the cords inside. So here you can see I just reduce until you have four orange cord left. So here you can see I've got 4 cords, and I am now making a star knot using those 4 cords. And then I'll so once you're completing or pulling the ends, so here you can see I've made with the 5, so you can also do with the 5 or 4, so you can even have the 5 cards left. So once you have, you can see I'm pulling the cards very tightly, so that these when you're cutting them, they are very tightly tied. So once you cut the edges, just use the fabric glue to glue that, and then we're going to use okay, so here you can see I have completed the tail part, and I'm going to use the glue gun to stick it around here, because it won't really look good if it is going to like leave. If I'm going to leave it like that, might be okay, but the shape and everything is I have created for sticking it on the leg. And as I said, I'll be sticking this head part here like that, so that I can, so that the both eyes are going to be visible. Eyes isn't here, I'm just going to glue the eyes around here. And you can see I have taken this these 2 thread out throughout, and I'm just going to pull those threads through the pot, and then I'll be tying those, both of these. Okay, so I'm gonna tie it like this, and once tied, you just need to use glue to stick the left out thread. So I'm just tying it using overhead knot, no other stuff. So overhead knot, and around 2 to 3 overhead knot, and once you're done, glue using glue gun. And you can glue this as well, so that you can see this here, and then we will show you once this the end. So on these end parts, I'm going to use cut with the edges, all these edges of the threads, and use fabric glue.